Hi, my name is Gabe Arnold. I'm the founder and CEO of Business Marketing Engine. And today we're going to talk about how you can leverage AI to increase your profits in 2023. There's a lot of information going on around AI. There's a lot of conversation. And I want to share with you what I've seen and what I've experienced over the years because we're just hitting a new evolution of AI right now. I want to share with you what I've observed so that you can leverage it and truly increase your profits. So stay tuned and I'll share that with you. Before we get into the specifics of AI and how it can move you forward, I want to share an analogy that will help you understand where I believe AI is today, based on experience of using a ton of it and based on the evolution that I've witnessed over the past 10 plus years now. If you think back thousands of years, if we wanted to get somewhere, what would we do? Likely we would walk, right? Thousands and thousands of years ago, we would walk to the destination we want to get to. But then at some point, we figured out, oh, I can tame a horse and ride a horse. Now I can get there faster. And then if we fast forward into, the 17th century, the 18th century, 19th century, 20th century, we figured out how to create wheels. We had carts. We created the steam engine. We had trains. We ultimately created the automobile, and then we created the airplane. And we quickly went from, over just the span of, a few hundred years, we accelerated how fast we can get to our destination by leveraging technology. And throughout that whole process, we still had one goal, one result in mind. I want to get from here to here. I want to get to point A to point B. And as we found faster solutions to do that and faster ways to do that, we actually increased our affluence and our wealth as a society because we weren't spending exponential amounts of time walking to the destination we want to go to. As a side note, something really interesting that I learned a few years ago is that some of the developing countries out there are suffering economically because of the fact that the people in these small communities and these small villages spend hours per day walking to the nearest clean water source, and then they carry water back to their village because they need it to survive. And it's a reminder of how when we're spending unnecessary time, it causes a big economic impact in our family, in our life, in our business, and ultimately in our society as a whole. And so as we evaluate AI, one of the first things that I want to ask you to consider is the realization that it's simply a technology tool that will help you get to the result, get to the destination faster than you can currently if you're not using AI. However, there's still a very important piece that we need to own of deciding the destination, deciding the result that we want to get to. There's tools like OpenAI, ChatGPT, Jasper. There's AI platforms for ad channels like Optimizer. There's limitless numbers of AI tools out there now that we can use. But in reality, what we're investing in and what we're seeing change here is we're finding faster ways to get to our result. When you use a tool like Jasper, which is an AI writing tool, you can't just say, write me this article and publish it, because it will not be effective. It will not be as meaningful as if you start with that and say, okay, here's the topic I want to write about. Here's what I want to share. And then it spits back information to you. It's then your responsibility, if you want to get great results from AI, to take the baseline, the jump start, or the faster acceleration to your destination that AI gives you, and use that as your springboard to then refine, define, improve on what you're given. Anytime I see somebody that says, oh, AI will do all this for you, you don't have to do anything, that would be like just randomly going to the airport and they wouldn't let you. But imagine if they'd let you, just getting on some plane at one of the gates and hoping you would reach where you wanted to go. That is not an effective way to use AI. Whereas instead, if we're really intentional about thinking about how can I leverage AI to speed up my results or jumpstart me or get me there faster, that's how we're going to leverage it. In the modern world that we live in, we are in an information society. And so when we can deliver higher quality, useful information faster, that frees up our time. It allows us to think more strategically. And it allows us to increase profits because we're not spending time on manual tasks, or we're not taking as long as it would take if we did everything from scratch. And so as you're evaluating how to implement AI into your business, approach it from a principle-based standpoint and ask yourself, what's the result that we want to get? Pretending AI was in the picture as you're thinking about this portion, what's the result that we want to get? And then as you explore AI options, and there's numerous ones out there, ask yourself, okay, which tool will speed up our results? How will we get there a little bit faster? But how do we continue to layer in the experience, the intelligence, and the expertise of the employees in this team, of the leaders here? When we take that approach, we're going to be able to use AI really successfully and effectively. Whereas if we're thinking it's going to do all our work for us, we will end up, spinning out products, results, information, content that's just useless and just clutters up this, the digital space. And so thinking about this is just an acceleration. It's a faster vehicle to get to the destination, but you still need to own and lead, and guide towards the result that you want. That's going to allow you to leverage it effectively. As you think about AI for your business, there are things like chat responses that you can set up with AI. There's ways to produce content faster. There's ways to put video, graphic content out there. There's actually ways to code things faster now. There's a lot of options there. And so whatever aspect of AI you're exploring, if you need support with that, reach out to us. Tell us, here's the result I'm looking. Here's how I want to get to this destination faster. Here's how I want to reduce the labor that we put into this area of the business so we can free up that strategic time for our team. And as you're thinking through those things, reach out. Let's have a conversation. Let's determine what makes sense for you. And don't approach AI with the thought of like, this is going to do all my work for me and it's going to be hands off the wheel. That won't get you to your ultimate destination. But if you do approach it as like, here's a way to put faster fuel in my marketing engine. Here's a way to put faster fuel in my business so that it's going to continue to grow. That's where you're going to get the highest leverage out of it. And so I know we talk kind of broadly and in principles, but I felt like it would be wise and helpful to share just the principles behind how AI works and how we can leverage it for our businesses. If you need any support with us, please reach out at businessmarketingengine.com or comment down below or shoot me a message. I'd be glad to explore what your needs are and help you choose the right platform to move forward with. I appreciate you taking time to tune in today, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's show.